Welcome to Baddie Besties Spooky Edition.
We're Baddie Besties.
We're the Baddie Besties. What do you mean?
I'm part of it.
Well, thank you so much, Sid, for joining us. It's spooky season, and this week we have the hilarious and the iconic Sydney Joe.
And if you don't already know us, I'm your host, Elisa.
And I'm your co-host, Samira, aka Samsky.
And we're the Baddie Besties podcast. Okay.
And today, I mean, we're astronauts. We're paying homage to all the astronauts out there.
Shout out to Sunita Williams.
Sunita, you need to come on the pod.
We got our eyes on you,
But
babe.
before we get into it, and before we get into a great introduction, we need to hear about your costume really quick.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I obviously love Halloween Town. Who doesn't?
Who doesn't?
When I was picking through my many costumes to come on here, I was like, I have to be true to, just the OG Halloween character, Roddy Piper.
It's a must.
Kimberly J. Brown, shout out to you. You did not deserve to be replaced in the fourth movie.
I agree.
Period.
You know, we're going to talk a little bit about Halloween movies later today.
But before we get into it, we have to get into you, Sydney Joe, the mastermind behind the group chat series that took over TikTok and Charlie Puth's FYP. That's insane.
Yeah, you're a legend, and we're gonna dive into your origin story, right? Your background, how you went from being a theater student to creating this viral content and being a viral content creator now, having the group chat, and even hearing a little bit about these skits that you're doing, because your bread and butter, it's like no other.
Now you're rhyming.
Now we're rhyming.
I mean, you just turned like real life friendship drama into a series that is so relatable that I'm like, wow, we might need to get into one of these skits. But anyways, we're going to switch gears also today into some Halloween chaos, because of course this is the reason for the season. Not me. And now I'm like picking up after her.
You see?
Come dressed as Dr. Seuss. That's what we're doing over here.
I don't know where the rhyming came from, but I guess that's the wave that we're on.
Yeah,
apparently.
We've been inspired.
Yeah, I guess.
We are inspired. But let's get into segment one, the power origin, because behind, I know we see the millions of views and likes. There's obviously Sydney Joe behind here. So I really would love to know more about how you grew up and your family, your upbringing.
Oh my God. I mean, growing up was so like normal, like just what you see in like a TV show. I had two siblings. I had an older brother it's like 6.5 years older than me, and a sister who's 3. So, yeah, which is like so.
I have a big age gap too.
Yeah, and it's funny because we obviously for like most of my life, my brother and I weren't super close. Like he was always a great older brother to me, but it was such a large age difference when we were younger.
Yeah,
and now we're so close. I hang out with him like at least twice a week.
Oh,
so it's really funny how like you get older and the dynamics kind of change. But I shared a room with my sister growing up.
Wow.
Yeah, so maybe my like wanting to write about drama. There was
like the sister
we were in high school
tea
at the same time, like chasing me down the hallways for wearing her top, like those kinds of things.
Yeah.
And I grew up in Westchester, New York, which is 30 to an hour outside the city, depending on the day, depending on the traffic.
Right.
And it was like a really lovely place to grow up.
Yeah.
Super normal. High school, I was like such a theater nerd. I was like in drama club, and improv club, and all the things.
So were you making people laugh? Like, were you ever someone who was like, people would say, oh, Sid's the funny friend or the funny sister, funny sibling? Like, what was that kind of vibe for you?
I mean, I definitely think I got funnier as I got older, and as people do, like through your own like traumas. Like I think like just having to embrace the fact that I like was quirky, and I just but I always was like that with my own friends and family.
Okay.
But and it was so funny because I have always been outgoing in those settings, but I remember like never talking in class.
Really?
I hated doing it in front of other people.
Oh my God. So you were like quiet except around the people that like you were comfortable with, and then you would open up on like with them.
Well, maybe it makes sense a little bit with your group chat. I mean, you're recording all together. And you're
I would just talk to myself in my own head. Actually, I would never talk to anyone else. I have all the characters right out there. Yeah, I just was so afraid to.
No way.
I don't know, like with other people.
Yeah, I couldn't tell. I really couldn't tell.
Obviously,
yeah, I'm sure like you probably pull a lot of maybe your skits too from like your life experiences with your friends and your siblings and stuff, right?
A lot of the skits come from like the common themes with like if my sister tells me a story and my best friend tells me a really similar story and I have a really similar experience, which was the Justin thing, like the first episode of like bringing your boyfriend to dinner. It's just like you get to a certain age where you have these friends who always seem to be doing it. And when you're younger and it's their first boyfriend, you're like, oh, well, it's their first boyfriend. They're excited. Like you make a lot of excuses. And then it's like, okay, now we're 27.
Yeah.
What's the
it's
like
different?
You live together. You see him every day. What's the reason at this point now?
Yeah.
And it just happens. I've had so many friends do it. I had a friend who I'm actually not really friends with anymore. But she literally used to bring her boyfriend to everything, and he hated coming to things.
That's
was
the
worst.
worst.
I didn't like trust her to be away from him. Not that she ever did anything. And it was like this weird cycle that we would get into where like he would come shopping with us and I'd be like, don't come if you don't want to come. And then he would come and be annoyed the whole time and like leave. And she wouldn't leave him at home.
Oh,
She wouldn't
no.
leave him at home.
That's bad. That's bad.
They say, ladies, leave your man.
Uh-huh. What is it? The cover sweater?
Right.
Oh my gosh.
Miss a beat. Miss a beat.
Oh, period. Coming from you. But, you know, I have to ask too, because like you have a background in like we were talking prior about you were in corporate and you were like really happy with your life and what you were doing. Yeah. So I would love to hear how like that switch going from like, I mean, being a viral sensation, but like also like you were in college and like this is what and then working in your job, like this is what your life was. So how was that transition and that switch?
I'm actually going to take the hat off for a second because I'm like,
oh, you're good.
Totally good.
Touching the hat for 2 seconds. I feel like limited. I feel restricted. Yeah. Working in corporate was great. Like I was working in jewelry in like antique and estate jewelry kind of, which was, I really found something that I loved in it. And it was sort of close to entertainment in a lot of ways, like the socialization of it. And like we would go to shows and you're spending hours talking to people and it's a lot about like connections and you see the same people at all of these events. Like it sort of felt similar to like the industry that obviously we're all in now. But I always just like would get bored. And I was really lucky to find something that I liked because I honestly never thought that I would find something that wasn't directly theater that I wanted to do. So I was really lucky to find jewelry and actually have a passion for that. But I would like every once in a while, I would just be like, I'm doing the same like 9 to 5 all the time. So I started posting on TikTok, not even really thinking, I mean, honest, everybody wants to go viral. And I did it with the intention of like, maybe I could have this be like a side thing, but I never ever thought it would get big enough for me to quit my job.
Wow.
Like that's so crazy. But I miss my friends there. And like, you know, it's weird to not go into the office every day. I was there earlier today, like stopping all the time.
And it wasn't that long. Like you took off pretty fast.
Yeah. I had like a couple of viral I mean, it's in this way. I went from 250,000 to 1.7 million in a week.
Wow. A week?
A week.
Oh, Chile.
I know.
Chile.
So I had been at 260 for like 2 or 3 years. And so that's where I thought like, okay, this will just be like a side thing that I do for however long it like, at that point it was like however long TikTok's around because we were counting on the
right. I forgot about that.
Waiting for it to disappear. Everyone was like, don't quit your day job. And I was like, LOL, of course not. And so yeah, I really didn't think, and then just really fast. So I was doing it for a little bit, but the jump was insane. Like we went from this being like a cute little thing that I could like drop out at a bar to like make myself seem cool. I'd be like, oh, you know, I do have like 260,000 on, to now it's like the thing I won't bring up at the bar. They're like, what do you do for a living? I'm like, I work in jewelry.
Wow.
Not her. She's being one of her characters.
Oh my God, yeah.
You're like,
I go out every night. I'm a different one of them.
Oh my.
Really, tomorrow I'll be out.
I love that.
I love. So this is crazy. So you went from theater, right? And then also I know you have that background working at Disney before COVID, right?
Yeah. What a weird like little.
Oh my God. No, it's not weird.
I was only there for like 9 months because they did close for COVID. So it's like a little like gray area of life that happened for some time.
Oh my gosh. I mean, that's pretty epic. I love Disney. I actually went with my bestie right here for the first time. Only been once.
I know.
Yeah.
When did you go?
Before COVID.
Yeah, before COVID.
I mean,
March.
It was better then.
March. Literally, we went in March, right? Of COVID. That was
like we were in college at that time.
And it must have been like first week because we closed the 17th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was exactly
Oh my God, you must have been there.
I was there.
You're probably there working.
No,
I've passed you.
We might have passed you.
I've never.
Isn't that crazy?
I've never met anyone who was there at that time that didn't work there.
You don't understand.
It's off season.
We got COVID right when we got back. From
Yeah. Like literally we were sick all week
so sick. And we're like, oh my God.
In
I
our
feel
college
like
bedroom doors. Yeah.
I feel like death. And there was classes. And I was like, I can't. Go to class.
Oh my
Like,
God,
it's impossible.
no.
And then
It
we
was so
didn't
bad.
What COVID was.
Yeah.
Like, or it was
Yeah,
not,
we didn't really
like, so widespread.
Yeah.
So
It wasn't. We were just like,
But
we're
then we
so
got
sick.
kicked out after that. So,
Yeah.
because
They
like,
kicked us
you can't
out.
stay here. You got to go home.
They kicked us all out of school. It was really, they really ruined our senior spring. But
I mean that I imagine like I moved my whole life down to Florida, shipped my car, and then I had to come back to New York because you're in Florida unless you can either work at Disney or Universal or you can work in a grocery store like that. Those are the options.
Publix.
Publix.
Get you a chicken tender sub.
Wait, I had Publix for the first time in Florida. It's actually so good.
It's
actually
fire.
so good, yeah. And a lot of my friends did stay down there and did work as like a barista or work at a grocery store. And I considered doing it. I was like, do I want to stay enough to be like, because we were already at a lease to a house. So they were basically like, if you move because of COVID, you can break your lease. And I was like, if I stay here, I'm going to be working at a grocery store and expect to pay my rent, and it's not enough.
yeah, you're like, I'm out of here.
Right. And my parents were like, if you choose to stay there during a worldwide pandemic, like that's
You're crazy.
have fun, figure it out.
Oh my God. So you move back up here.
Yeah.
And then you are working in the jewelry store. You get that job, right? In the jewelry store. And then you're loving it. And then you blow up, like extra blow up. Because you was already doing your thing. Yeah. So then take us through that that change. Like when did you decide to quit your job? Was it like you hit this number? Was it you kind of, worked and you were working consistently, like putting out this content, and then you were, receiving the profits from it, and you felt like, okay, you waited until your coins made sense for you to make that decision? Like, how did you take that leap and feel confident?
I resisted it.
Really?
I resisted it for as long as I could, honestly. I went, so I blew up, which was crazy. And like, coincidentally, my parents were on vacation and my sister was on her baby moon.
Oh.
So it was just me and my brother, like,
Wow.
sitting in our house, just being like, what? Like, we were dog sitting for our parents who were out of town. We were both just staying there. And we're just like watching this happen. And my parents are calling me from Turks and Caicos, like, what is going on? I'm like, I have no idea. Like, I'll let you know when I figure it out.
No way.
Crazy. And the Charlie Puth thing, obviously, like, it sent the whole thing to the next level. Like, that it was really big and I was getting reached out to do interviews and stuff like that, but it obviously like became what it was because it was like just confusing to people. It was like, wait, hold on. Yes, this is a viral series. Yes, it's cool. Why is Charlie Puth involved? Like, where did like
what is
everyone's like
happening?
so confused.
What's happening?
Unless you're like you were one of the real fans of it and you were following it every minute. Like my friends were calling me being like, what the fuck is happening? And I was like, I really don't know. So for the first couple of weeks, it was like I was getting all of these emails from like big agencies and management companies, which was crazy. Like it was so much of like, you have to get a team in place and you have to get a lawyer. And I'm like, wait, like what? This is all happening so fast. And I was in like Rolling Stone magazine and on the Today Show. That all happened in the first like 2 weeks that it was live.
Wow.
And what advice would you have? I know. What advice would you have for maybe someone that's like, want to follow in your footsteps and like, we want to hear more about how that unfolded. How did you build a team? I know Alandria, we recently interviewed her. She was like, she took her time and she was like really patient about her team. And she was like, let me cook. And like,
she ran some
got her
interviews
team together. So we would love to hear like how you were maybe able to put a team together that made you feel confident, made you be able to take the world by storm.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's different for everyone. Yeah. Once I quit my job, which also, sorry, I rambled, but to answer that question, I quit it when it was just time. Like I was having too many, like I was having to travel. I was being asked to do things where I was like missing so much work and my boss was like, love you, but like you have to go. I can't pay you to not be here. And I was like, no, it's fair. It's fair. I was like not prepared for my life to change. So I was kind of like, no, it's not happening. It's not happening. It's fine. I'm going to come to work on Monday. And he was like, you're not coming to work on Monday. You're really
But
not.
he saw you blew up. Too.
Yeah, he was also calling me. Well, I asked for a Friday off and I was on the Today Show and he was like,
girl.
Okay, we're going to insert that clip. That's hilarious.
I didn't say what it was for. I was like, hey, I have next Friday off.
For the Today Show?
I just didn't specify.
And you didn't think your job was going to see it? That's crazy.
And it's funny because we work down the street. Like my office is
you
down
do
the street
like
from the Today Show. Yeah,
technically you could have went to work after.
Technically, I actually did stop by to say hi to my coworkers because they all knew I was going on. Just like my boss, I didn't want to bother him. I don't know. He's like a really busy man. I like didn't want to bother him with my.
He's a busy king, so she was like, you know what?
It's whatever.
Wow.
But no, advice like it. You can't always take your time. That's the hard part. Is everyone's like take your time and meet as many people as you can and meet with everyone, and that is great advice. And you should try to hold out for as long as you can. But in my case, it happened really fast that I'm being asked to do things and my boss is saying like, okay, you can't work here anymore, but where's the money coming from? And it's really hard to arrange brand deals and not get lowballed and all those kinds of things if you don't have a team. And I didn't know.
Yeah.
I do regret rushing into working. I worked with someone immediately who it was a huge mistake. And I very, very much regret rushing into that.
How'd you get out of it?
It was not easy. And there were a lot of things that were going wrong there. But I'll tell you, just like one of the final straws is when I was starting to organize Costa Rica for season 3, she called me and had been arranging it at the beginning of it. And she was like, I got you like 3 tickets and 2 rooms for or 3 rooms for Costa Rica or something like that. And I was like, oh, my parents can share a room and I don't even know if my dad can come. And she was like, no, it's for me. I'm coming with you.
Not for me.
And I was like,
uh-oh.
And we had been working together for like a few weeks.
But you're like, wait, we didn't talk about this.
Right. Like she didn't ask.
Really know you.
And I was like, I don't know you at all. And I don't want to like bump into you. And she's like, we don't like have to hang out. And I'm like, we're in like an enclosed resort. Like, it's so weird. That's so awkward for my mom, who's going to feel like pressured to hang out with you. We don't even know you. She was like, also, she wasn't like a young, like my age. She was a lot older than me and like another mother figure. So I was like, I just feel weird about that. And also, you negotiated money out of my contract to get yourself a ticket and a room.
That part.
So like, without asking, it would have been a different story if we had a conversation and she was like, this is why I feel like I need to be on site. The whole thing just made me really uncomfortable. So getting out of that was not easy. She did not make it easy, but I found my team at Made by All, who I had spoken to them, and this woman was supposed to be helping me in the interim. And then it just turned into her being like, no, well, we'll just work together forever. And then there started to be problems.
Oh, gee. Now her trying to latch on you so quick.
I was like, save me. And they really helped me to make that transition, like saw that I was in trouble.
Your manager now is amazing. I love Haley.
Me too. Oh, shout out Haley.
Shout out you.
No, seriously, my amazing. Whole team at Made by All is so great. And actually, the woman who owns it, Leanne, she just got for the Hollywood Reporter and like the top managers.
Wow.
So,
you know, hopefully we're gonna manifest it. Maybe Baddie Besties.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Manifest it. That'd be amazing.
All right, let's get into segment 2, the viral moment, the birth of the group chat.
We got to talk about.
Let's talk about. I mean, you said the series was based on real life friendships, chaos, those group chat moments. I know you said with your friends, your sisters. They're a little bit too relatable. What made you realize that these like everyday dynamics could become such a funny universal story? Like, I know you mentioned like you didn't plan for you to go like really viral, but like you're like, maybe this could be a side gig, but like, when did you realize I'm like, okay, like this is a series and like developing the characters, kind of what was that process like as well?
So the characters, like I had sort of written this for fun, and it was partially the common themes and seeing it with my own friends and being like, wow, this is something that like has not really been touched on. And it was partially, and I've talked about this a little bit, but I was watching Jersey Shore Family Vacation.
OMG.
And there was just this scene where Mike's situation got out of jail and they all get the text at the same time in the group chat and they're in a vacation house together and they're all like running around the house that they just got this text from Mike. And I was like, that's what it is. Like one text coming through a phone can like just change an entire day, like shift an entire dynamic. Like it's so crazy. For good or bad reasons. Like you find allies for good and bad reasons. Yeah. It was like, that's so like such an interesting. So I started to write the different characters and really flesh them out before I'd even written the script. And I sort of was like kind of writing it for myself. And I was like, maybe one day I could do this on TikTok. I don't really know. And then it just sort of hit me. Like I was with my friends. We were really drunk. We were really drunk. It was a Saturday night. We met this like group of boys at one of my favorite bars that I'm not going to say because it's currently a low-key bar and it better stay that way.
Period.
She's gatekeeping it.
For now, maybe when I like have children and don't like go out as much anymore, then like
you'll share.
Yeah. But we were having like the best night and I was like drunkenly telling my friend Sarah about this idea and I started to almost like unwrap it as I was explaining it when I like wasn't overthinking it and I wasn't stressed and we were just out and I was like just the reactions, and that's what we were talking about. Was like the reactions of people, like when you get a text and you're with your friend and it's like, oh my God. And I wrote it the next morning I woke up and I wrote it on the Metro North on the way home.
No way.
And then I got back to my apartment and filmed it.
Oh my God.
And just on a whim posted it like hungover on a Sunday afternoon.
Shut up. I know. Okay, I have to ask because I saw Taryn Smith.
Yeah.
We just interviewed her and she had mentioned because she does skits too. She's a comedian.
Yeah.
And she pretty much was like, now with AI and ChatGPT, people are kind of accusing her. I'm curious if you're having any of those. People are thinking you're using AI now
to like write.
I know, because she made a joke.
To write it?
Yeah, so people are making jokes now with skits that they're saying AI is writing skits.
No, I've never gotten that. I think maybe because I have shown a lot of the writing process, and like I have my whiteboard and I really unfold it, and also I've talked a lot, and you can see it in there. Like I change a lot of the script with the comments.
Yeah.
Like I'll go in. It depends. Like when I film.
I like this. You got your ear to the streets.
Yes. Because it's like you can't do that with TV.
Yeah.
Right. Like you film a show, it takes a year to edit. By the time you're releasing it, there's absolutely nothing you can do if people are hating the direction it's going in. And I can't imagine how scary it is to sit there and have to watch the rest of it unfold, knowing the people are going to be so annoyed.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I've had that with the On Location season. So like I just did season 4 in Beverly Hills. That's all filmed way before I can post it. So like those situations are something I can do, but seasons 1 and 2 and this next mini Halloween season.
So how long will it take you to record like on locations? I'm trying to get really into the weeds.
I mean, it's hard. It's hard. So in Beverly Hills, I had to film 5 episodes, a commercial break for Hilton, and then a bottle episode for Hilton, which hasn't come out yet. It comes out tomorrow. And it's like a 4-minute, just like bonus episode that's just fun. Has like nothing to do with the script. And then an ad for them that goes on their page. So I mean, I had 4 days to do it. I was literally, and you can look at, if you look at my camera roll, like I was like texting my friends at all weird times of the night. I would be filming at like 5 a.m. 6 a.m. There was one morning where I was filming. I filmed literally through the night, I had to stop because the sun came up and I lost the darkness.
Oh my God.
That's happened to me a few times. And I filmed Tea Time, which will also come out, Tea Time for season 4.
Oh my God.
Another one where I lost the darkness.
This is crazy. No wonder you did say earlier that you take you do a lot of takes as well. So it's like,
it's actually not that. It's the changing looks and it's the changing the background. Like if I'm in a hotel room and I have to make it look like 7 different angles and not repeat one. It's hard. Like I have to literally move. Like my apartment never looks the same at any given time that I'm filming. I should do like a behind the scenes of it. I'm
need to.
moving my couch, moving the bar.
No, you're not.
So that
you're like, I gotta make it really. I'm putting a movie together. Like you are one woman show putting a whole set together.
At that, I decided like I was just gonna do the whole thing. I was like, if I don't take it seriously, then no one else is gonna take it seriously. And I think part of the charm of it is like it is just a TikTok series made with like intention of like a Netflix budget. And I don't obviously have that, but like I try to do as much as I can. I try to make it seem like as real as I can because I think that's what's so almost like funny about it. It's just like, why is this like a little TikTok series like so overproduced?
Yeah.
And that's like what I want.
That lets them really get into it. Like you're selling.
Yeah, but it also gives like, that's why it's also really successful. Like it's that hard work. It's that tenacity. Like,
thank you.
Yeah,
absolutely. It really is. I mean, you know, this Hey Barbie series, for anyone that looks up to you, like the girl is working. And I think a lot of people will think it's like, you know, it's an overnight success. Like you were literally probably sweating probably in the beginning of season 1, doing all these different angles and like working through the night. Like that's really a testament to you and your work ethic.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah. I try to just make it, there are skits on TikTok, so I try to make it like different from those where I feel like a lot of people do like one accessory or they do the wigs and it is like it's not a big deal. Or some people wear the same, have like millions of views, they wear the same outfit playing both characters and like those do really well. But I was like, what if I just do like go the extra mile and try to make it different? So I'm glad it's being received.
It is. I love that. I applaud you. I really do.
We're going to get into our next segment, the drama behind the drama. So the internet being the internet, people feeling like quickly spinning conspiracy theories about the series and stuff. So especially about the fictional couple, Justin and Haley.
We got to get into it.
Yes, and how they were just convinced Sydney was secretly leaking insider tea.
Yeah, they really was accusing you. And you're like, but One Tree Hill. So you got to set the record straight for anyone who didn't see.
Okay.
Set the record straight.
Setting the record straight.
Yes.
The conspiracy theories about this were so fun. Like, it was everything from like Charlie Puth hired me to like promote.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, Charlie Puth does not need to hire
But
me. That man has 22 million followers. Like, he does not need to hire me for people to listen to his music. That is just not a thing. Also, congratulations to Charlie Puth and his wife on their child, soon to be child. Yeah, it was crazy how many were coming out. And then, of course, the Hailey Bieber one. She herself, I think, commented on and was like, this is not, because there were two going on. There was one that I was just, this was based off of them, and I was like doing it to get more views, which it really, I can't explain how much it was a coincidence. I really can't. The other side of it was like, oh, she paid you, like you're a plant.
She paid you, not you're a plant.
Yes, they thought like if people started searching Justin and Hailey, the group chat would come up instead of stuff about Hailey Bieber and Justin, and that's why they did it. Sort of similar to like they say that Disney put out Frozen so that when you search Disney Frozen, it doesn't come up Walt Disney's head. It comes up the movie Frozen. Yeah. Like, that's a conspiracy theory. Like, that's what people thought. And like, there is no reason for me to lie about it.
But that's so weird.
It was freaking One Tree Hill.
Yeah. Oh my God. And I love One Tree Hill.
And Haley James, I love her. She's so annoying. And she would totally try to bring Nathan to dinner.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And Justin is like an inside joke with me and my friends.
Oh my God.
We've all had a Justin.
We've all had a Justin.
Yeah.
It's like so relatable.
It's such a girl thing. Everyone's had either a Justin or like a Josh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was why.
I feel like you have to be an OG One Tree Hiller, because I like, that's one of the series I rewatch like every year. So I'm like, it was kind of like,
duh.
It was kind of like, you didn't get it?
Yeah, you didn't
get it?
I get it.
I haven't even, I watched One Tree Hill so much that I can't even watch it anymore because I like know every episode like the back of my hand.
I mean, you even went and did a skit. So at this point.
Yeah, oh my God. I think I had made like One Tree Hill content on my page at one point too.
No way.
Just like writer's room, like jokes about the plot or whatever.
I love.
All right. We're going to get into some Halloween series here. Let's get into some Halloween.
Y'all ready? We're going to get spooky. But first, we got to talk about the origin really quick. All right. Yes. Brief overview. Just because, I didn't know where Halloween came from, so I had to look it up and I had to let the girls know. So Halloween's roots, they trace back to the ancient Celtic festival of Samhain, marking the end of harvest and the start of winter, a time when the veil between the living and the dead was believed to be the thinnest, right? The veil is thin. Yeah. People would light up bonfires. They would wear costumes, but the costumes were to ward off wandering spirits. So that's like the roots. And then as Christianity started to spread, this holiday evolved into All Hallows Eve, which eventually was shortened to Halloween. So now, we have our jack-o'-lanterns, we have our costumes, we have all, our Halloween parties, all the vibes. Wait, but that's kind of the evolution. I
didn't know that.
You see, me neither, girl.
I didn't know. It's so funny. I was making fun of my dad the other day because he didn't know what Day of the Dead was. And I was like explaining to him that. And it's so, I didn't even know that. Wait, so there is a real thing that the veil is like supposedly thinner.
Supposedly. Exactly. Yeah. That's like a whole thing.
Maybe we should be like trying to do some spells.
Maybe.
I don't know. You have your hat and everything. You're ready.
I know. I'm always so busy like going out on Halloween, but let's have a seance.
You might have to do a seance. A Ouija board takes me back to those movies where the Ouija board be moving. But I'm a little scared of that kind of stuff. I had a Ouija board in college, and I'm like, I'm a little scared.
I'll never do it again. I actually had a Ouija board in college, and I'm not even like I'm not someone who like really believes in that stuff. Except I do now because I'm not even.
That's crazy, girl.
It was scary.
Nightmare on Elm Street, and I'm like, after that, I was like,
I'm shaking.
Jason's coming to get me.
Hey, first of all, I judge you so much because that movie's not even scary. Also, Jason, Jason Halloween.
No. Are you talking about Michael Myers?
Michael Myers. Sorry.
Talking about Michael Myers.
I watched that when I was in elementary school.
That's too early.
Okay. I mean, that's fair. I didn't see it till I was older, and my parents were like, they showed me Psycho. They were like, this is the scariest movie ever. I was like, this movie is so stupid. Like, what do you mean it's scary?
In elementary school, I was so scared, and my mom was like, go to sleep, and I was like, no, it's Halloween, like I'll watch this. And I would
crazy.
I couldn't sleep. I was so scared.
It's Freddy Krueger.
You see, I don't like.
Jason is Halloween. Michael Myers is something else. I can't.
Yeah, and Freddy Krueger.
Freddy Krueger is Nightmare on Elm Street.
All of them. I don't like any of them.
Guess who's playing Jason?
I love Scream.
Yeah, guess who's playing Jason?
That's what Nicki Minaj said. You sure it's not? Jason's in there too.
Jason.
Okay, we're gonna have to.
Anyway.
Okay, we're gonna do into our Halloween game show, right? Scary stats you can't unsee. So true or false said 60% of friends admit they've ghosted someone in a group chat on Halloween just for fun.
I would say that's true.
You are right.
We love being messy on a holiday. We love being messy on a holiday. My friends and I call it stirring the pot. On Halloween, it's stirring the cauldron.
You see, they're stirring the cauldron because you're ghosting your friend is crazy.
Yeah. Fun fact: candy theft in friend groups also spikes by 45% on Halloween. Someone always ends up being the last piece criminal.
Isn't that messed up? I'm like, what you doing in my bag of candy though? Because you know I don't play by my Kit Kats. So besties, 45% of besties are going in trying to take the candy that they like. That's kind of fake. I don't know.
Like go for the Swedish fish sometimes.
Ew.
Really? Then I could steal yours.
You can have mine.
It's anything chocolate for me.
Oh,
That's your vibe?
yeah.
It's my vibe, yeah.
Okay, so don't take Sid's chocolate because she gonna crash out.
Actually, did you know? I don't think we wrote this fun fact, but I believe Reese's is like the most stolen candy.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, it is. All right. Ask her the next question.
Okay.
Wait,
You ready?
Am I answering true or false?
No,
Well, not for this one.
We have different.
We have different
okay,
questions.
got it.
Okay, so this is, I'm going to give you 4 percentages to choose from. So what percentage of adults admit that they have faked being scared in a haunted house? A, 50%, B, 60%, C, 70%, or D, 80%?
See, like the shock factor of 80%, but I feel like it's 50 because I feel like people get annoyed if you're like, oh, you are being dramatic and they're not really that scared. They're like, yes, I am. I would say 50. Am I wrong?
Are you locking in that answer?
I'm going to lock in on 60.
60? 70%, Bookie.
What? I'm surprised people admit it.
Yep, 70%.
Yeah, own your drama. Own your drama. Good for them.
70% of them, they're in there faking that they're scared, but really deep down they know they're in there acting back.
I've done it. It's fun. It's just like fun to scream. You're just like,
It is kind of fun to scream. I feel like I get scared a little bit, but like I would say the whole time I'm through the house, I'm probably scared 60% of me.
my
The
gosh,
other
I
40% is probably.
a vivid memory that just.
Oh god.
So
Share the story.
Halloween Horror Nights, in
Yeah.
Universal.
Yes.
So I went actually. He wasn't a boyfriend, but I was in high school.
Okay.
And
you
I
were there
went.
on a date?
I did, but it was
Oh
with
my
a
God.
group of people.
Okay.
And
It's giving high school.
Yeah, it was giving high school. And Florida. I live in Florida. We'll talk about this
Oh,
later.
word. Okay.
Yeah, but not Orlando, so it was a drive. But anyways, I go, and this reminds me, I'm like, I remember trying to act scared the entire time. So I'm like, oh my God.
That's crazy.
I'm like, oh my God, protect me. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Girl, that's
so
funny.
It's really not even that scary.
No, it's not. It actually has gotten. I feel like
Really?
it's just the anxiety of it. It's not
Okay.
that it's actually scary. And like the scare actors, like they're not going to hurt you. It's not like scary, like horror, but it's just not knowing. Like if they come up to you and they're really still, and it's like they're gonna yell.
Yeah,
It's
you're
just
like,
anticipation of waiting for them to yell, and then
Yeah.
they're like, you're like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like it either if like I know you're gonna pop out at me with like a chainsaw and I know you're not gonna touch me, but I'm like, I just don't like not knowing where you're gonna come from. So I think that's what scares me.
And Halloween Horror Nights is like they can come from anywhere.
They're
out there.
plotting on you. I'm like, don't plot on me. I don't like it.
but it
They
just
can smell the fear though too. They know which
Yeah.
ones. And a lot of my friends were scare actors when I worked at Disney. They would know, right? They know which ones are the scariest. and those are the ones
actors?
they go for.
We might have to get a scare actor on the pod so we could pick their brain. What makes you
It's
wanna?
honestly fascinating, and like the way people react, they get hit by accident.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Well, I love that you have your costume today. I don't know if you want to put your hat for this
my God,
last
yes.
question. So, which Halloween movie is considered the best of all time based on sold out box office stats? Is it A, Hocus Pocus, B, The Nightmare Before Christmas, C, Twitches, shout out the twins, D, Halloween Town, or E, Hocus Pocus 2?
Okay, well, I'm gonna do my little detective skills here.
Okay.
Witches in Halloween Town were not in theaters. They were not in theaters.
Oh.
So what would the box office? They would not have had very good box office because
Oh my God, you're the box office. You're kind of smart. You're kind of
They were
smart.
on Disney Channel, and Hocus Pocus, same thing. It did not come out in theater, so it's between Hocus Pocus and Nightmare Before Christmas. I would like it to be Hocus Pocus, and I also feel like Nightmare Before Christmas might have come out on, about Christmas, not Halloween. I'm gonna go with Hocus Pocus.
Wait, is that your final answer?
Yes.
Winner,
my God.
winner, chicken dinner!
It had to be. It had to
You
be.
really?
Yes, it consistently beats out The Nightmare Before Christmas box office stats, and Halloween nostalgia has shown
God.
year after
I don't
year.
like The Nightmare Before Christmas.
my
I know that's
gosh.
such
I don't
a
like it either.
controversial opinion.
I don't like the movie either.
All right, we're going to have a quick fast round, but really quick, I wanted to ask you, what do you think this year is going to be the most popular Halloween costume choice in 2025? And we might have just seen it in the back.
Oh my God, it's going to be Alphaba and Glinda. I already know.
You
The Halloween mini, I had to use a Glinda costume and I could not get it anywhere. It was sold out everywhere.
Everyone's so excited.
I know.
I don't blame
can't knock
them.
It. I can't knock it. But I can because be original. But you know.
You heard it here
Everyone's
first.
gonna do a costume. Like I judged the people who did Barbie the year the Barbie came out. I was like,
my
you just
gosh.
know everyone's gonna do it. Like why?
Yeah.
But you know,
But I like
They're not as creative as you.
Pink leggings and stuff. It was very cute.
that's cute. I also say that sitting here is like the most basic witch ever. My real Halloween costume will be good. Like when I go out.
We can't wait. We're gonna be
really good
tapped
Halloween
in.
costumes. I was Kylie Jenner at the Met Gala one year with the purple hair.
Oh,
I know.
You gotta send us a
Send us that
photo.
picture. Send us
Oh
that
my
picture.
God, absolutely.
All right,
My best costume.
let's get into a quick girl talk fast round Halloween edition. What's something that used to scare you during the Halloween season?
Oh my God, I have to like the scene in Twitches where they're talking about how she used to draw Thanos.
Oh, the face.
and she
my
goes,
gosh.
the faces you used to draw. That used to scare me to my core, bro.
That's crazy.
Get out of me, yeah.
Oh my God, that's not scary at all.
My fucking core.
That's
I know.
not scary.
And you said Freddy is not scary?
I thought you meant as an adult.
Oh, okay, fine.
Because like all the scary movies that were so scary in the 80s are not scary now.
You don't feel like Michael Myers is scary?
No.
I don't know. I think he's still
Also,
scary.
like The Shining. Like The Shining is like
The Shining is scary.
Oh, you know,
yes, it
I was
is.
terrified of Chucky. Like I would be
That's crazy.
Or you know what I'd be afraid of? And I don't know, this is Halloween.
What?
I would say Bloody Mary.
Oh, like in the mirror?
In the mirror.
I
I
used to
the door.
that used to scare me. Yeah. And there's always one
Me
girl
too.
at every sleepover who just has to fucking say it until
Right.
somebody caves and does
And
it.
I'm like,
why
I
are
guess-
we bringing that energy into the house?
I'm like, I guess I'm
Right.
not going to the bathroom.
Right.
Ever again for the rest of oh yeah,
I'd
you
be
would
so
afraid to go to the
scared.
bathroom.
I'm like, oh my God, I'm going by myself.
Yeah.
Somebody want to come with
I
me?
changed my answer. Bloody Mary. That's my new answer.
Oh my God. I have another girl talk question.
Okay.
What are some monsters you had to overcome being such a public figure?
Pun intended.
Oh, pun intended.
That was good. Did ChatGPT write that for you?
No.
Actually, our bestie did. Our bestie did.
Yeah,
During
Brittany.
our trip, she was
Shout
like,
out Brittany.
Her name is Brittany.
Brittany.
Shout out Brittany. She was
Shout out
like,
Brittany.
she was literally like, you got to ask her, and that was Halloween. So
yeah,
I
we were
did
like
that
trying to
one.
draft
good.
questions.
That
She was
was
like,
good.
she literally thought of it in the shower where the best ideas come from.
That honestly, a lot, and I love brands because they, that's like how I can do this for a living and like get paid. But sometimes brands can be the monster. That's like what I had to overcome.
Is
And
it like many edits, or what is it?
it's so much. Yeah, a lot of it's edits and reshoots, and it's the thing that makes me mad is when it has nothing to do with me. If they like approve a script and then they're like, oh, internally something changed and we decided to like we want you to take this in a different direction. I'm like, so I have to spend like 5 hours reshooting because you just like decided. Like it has nothing to do with. It's so frustrating.
Gosh, can you
sometimes.
add that in your contract? Like that should be more coin.
It's like they will just be like, no.
Oh my God, it's giving monster.
It's hard. It's really
It is
like,
giving monster.
Yeah.
It's giving monster. You have to have more leverage.
Yeah.
When starting out, they know I don't really like have leverage right to work with. Like,
You got leverage,
You have
girl.
leverage.
You got
oh my
leverage.
God, I appreciate that.
You got leverage.
All right. When was the last time you ghosted someone, or vice versa?
Ooh.
Oh my God.
It was the tea.
Last weekend. I'm one of those people that like when I drink and someone asks for my number, like even if I'm not into them, I'm just like so like bubbly and like fun when I drink. I think especially now, like I'm just working a lot on weekends. Even so, like when I go out, I'm just like in the best mood, and I'll just be like, yeah, take my number, and then like they'll text me. Some of the really clingy ones that text you like when you're on the way home, and I'm like, okay, relax, and I end up just relax. I end up just blocking numbers so much, but I would rather give my number than my social media.
Why?
Because once you have my social media, you can find me anywhere, and I can't block you on TikTok because I'm public. So, or I could block you, but I won't see you follow me.
Yeah.
I just feel like they'll try. Like I've had people try to keep tabs and like. I had one guy that I met on New Year's 2 years ago, and he would comment on all my videos. And I wasn't even viral yet, but he would comment on all my videos. And 'cause I had blocked his number and I'd blocked him on Instagram, and he found my TikTok and started commenting on my videos.
Yeah, what a weirdo.
I know. So no more socials, number, and then block the next day, which is mostly what I do.
Okay, noted. All right. When was the last? Oh, excuse me. Not me reading the same question.
Oh my God.
Okay.
What's your go-to Halloween vibe? Cozy fall aesthetic or full-on haunted hottie?
Oh my God, that's so hard.
It is hard.
I think like full on haunted hottie. I love like the glam of it. Also, I'm like super into Vampire Diaries, so I feel like whenever it comes
Wait, hold on. Team,
no,
what
please
team?
don't ask me the
Damon.
You have to. You have to.
You know,
Can I preface by
Damon's the
saying
answer.
my
Damon's a hottie. He's a bad boy.
No, it's
sorry.
Stefan 100%.
I think part of the I just love Stefan. Do you agree with me?
Yes.
Oh,
Wait,
thank God.
He's such a good man.
I'm Team Stefan, but I have to ask. You've watched Zach and Cody.
Yeah.
Are you Zach or are you Cody? Because we had this debate the other day too.
Oh, I was always Zach, but now
No.
but now as an adult, like
Are you Cody because of that show? Where's that? Riverdale?
no. I'm still Zach,
It's
but I
because he's
think
cuter.
like there was a point in time where I was like, oh, maybe we slept on Cole Sprouse a little bit because I feel like everyone was Zach.
Yeah, but we slept on him. But who's cuter? Zach.
No,
I mean,
Cole.
She debated me.
Let me
She
say this.
debated me that
now
he was way
in
cuter.
2025,
It's
Cole.
not like a fair fucking question because they were dressing Cole Sprouse up in like fucking sweater vests.
Okay,
And then
but
they had Zach, and I was
That's
like,
true.
they made Zach a cool character and
I'm
like gave him all
sorry.
these lines, and Cody was always like, "Ow, that hurt me."
Yeah.
Like, the nerdiest outfit. Like they
But
didn't give him a
Zach is
chance.
such a king. You saw him front row at the Victoria's Secret. If my man's not like that,
I mean-
he was front row for his
we-
wife.
we
Zach
said-
is such a king. I was like,
We said attractiveness,
He's a
though.
winner. He's more attractive.
I mean, he's a
Who's
good.
more
He's a good
attractive
man.
now?
He's a
Zach
supporting
now?
king.
Now.
Now it's 100% Dylan. Also, I can't-
Dylan.
Zach.
Zach.
Okay,
Zach.
we can use their real names. Can we not? Well, you're saying now. Who's more attractive
Dylan.
now?
Because we were sitting here being like Zach.
Yeah,
and
Dylan
then
and Cole.
Dylan and
Sorry,
Cole. We were
talking. We were like, I
I
felt like they were the
with
names.
the character, but now, no, I definitely think.
Yeah.
Dylan. Also, I can never unsee the Cole Sprouse like call her daddy interview.
Oh, I never seen it.
Oh, he really got ripped apart for that.
Oh, I didn't see it.
He kind of fell off a little bit after. Like I feel like even his
He's
social.
giving like he reminds me of a lot of like because I grew up in theater, like a lot of really boys that I know who are just like film snobs and it's their whole personality. Like that's what he
Yeah,
gives
with Riverdale.
sometimes for me. He's a great actor though. Like no.
I don't know nothing about him.
I really should have more media training. Like I'm just
I'll be
here.
quiet.
Oh, girl.
No, but him like sitting there in like a white Hanes tank top and like smoking a cigarette and talking about like cinematography. I'm just like,
Oh,
yeah, you're every boy that I knew in high school. Like, it's
goodness.
yeah, it's such a type.
Damn, I didn't watch it. I'm gonna have to tap in and see what you're talking about
Oh my
after
God,
this.
definitely watch it.
All right, this is our final question.
Okay.
If Halloween had an outfit dress code this year, what would this year's theme be? It's a good question.
Put you on the spot.
I would, if I was like throwing a party to like, is it that or is it just like in
It could be that.
Okay,
Yeah.
if I was throwing a party, I would make it like the Met Gala of Halloween's.
Oh,
Like I don't
I
like
could get behind that.
when you like do the effort of a real party. Like I just want everyone to be on the same page. I think people who like think it's stupid to dress up, I'm like, you're stupid. Like, whatever. Like people will come and like roll their eyes at putting on costumes. I love people who like. And
a
my
lot.
brother-in-law, it's one of my favorite things about my brother-in-law. He will go all out. Him and my sister were George and Martha Washington a few years ago for Halloween. And
I
had
love-
like the whole like bonnet, corset,
the whole
like,
thing, the whole 9
So
yards.
much more fun. Like that's what Halloween is.
Yeah.
That's like it's a childhood thing. Like everyone would get so excited to dress up when you're a kid. Like you're not too cool for it because you're older. Met Gala of Halloween's.
I love.
10 out of 10.
Damn, I know we could throw a fit, girl.
I know. We'd have to pop out.
Yeah.
Next year, when I move back to the city, I'm gonna throw one and you guys will be on.
Okay. Period. We're there.
We're there.
Allison.
All right. What's one final word you want to give to the listeners? Maybe advice or maybe any spooky thoughts?
Oh my God. Well, the mini Halloween. When is this coming out?
Halloween.
Oh, okay. Well, I will have just dropped the group chat Halloween mini series, so that's really fun. And advice. I say this a lot, and I think it just rings true. It's only cringy until it's successful.
Period.
I stand in my apartment dressed as 7 people and talk to the wall. It's like inherently the cringiest thing on the planet. And now it has millions of views and everyone like thinks it's such a cool thing. But if it had 2 views, you know, people from my high school would be sending that back and forth to each other, like laughing about it. So
Yeah.
it's only cringy until it's not.
So just do it.
So
girl.
just do it.
Just
girl.
do it, girl. I love.
Thank you so much, Sydney, for joining us. I feel like your story reminds us that, like you said, like virality, it's not also never random. You put a lot of work and effort into it, and just like your theater background really shaped to like even who you are today. So it's built of years of resilience. You inspired us. And as you know, besties, we may stir the pot.
It's gonna get hot,
but trust.
You just hit the jackpot. Okay, or should I say jack-o'-lantern?
And
make sure you like, follow, subscribe, follow our girl Sydney, tap into the group chat. You don't want to miss all of the episodes, the videos, the tea. You don't want to miss the piping hot tea.
And drop into Batty Besties
podcast.
Batty with the T, okay?
Batty.
Batty. We flying.
We're going to today.
We love you.
Bye.
Bye.